Today, I welcome to the Executive Suite the exciting, fun, sexy, cool girl who brings a fresh and fun feel to R&B music,
Mhm.
Ayanis. How are you? What are you up to?
I'm good, in the middle of quarantine, but I've been working on new music. Just dropped my single Ecstasy.
Yes,
It's actually out today. I'm
yes.
super excited about it. I also just dropped a remix of Little Boy Big Talk featuring Jack Harlow.
Definitely gonna get into
And
that.
what you said?
I said we're definitely gonna get into that.
Yes, and I'm excited for both of them. I've been getting a great response, and people are really excited about all of the new music that I have coming. So
Well, before we get into all of the music, you seem very outgoing and fun. What is it
I
that you
am.
like to do? Like, what do you like to do? I know we're in quarantine and all that, but what do you like to do? What?
When I'm not working and
Yes.
recording and rehearsals, I like fun stuff like skating. I have my own rollerblades. So I like to skate or like exercise, like take a nice walk, or I love swimming. Like swimming is my favorite thing to do, but it's getting cold now in
Yeah,
Atlanta, so
yeah.
can't really go swimming. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I like activities like hiking, different stuff like that. That's like
Movements. I got you. You
yeah.
stay fit. I see you. I see.
Like because I dance, so I like to keep it moving. I've always been like that since I was young. They be telling me like sit down. My mom and dad would be like, "Can you ever sit down?" No, I want to like do something all the time.
I feel you. Now, listen. Before we get into all your music, I like my listeners to get to know the artist. So I see that you started at a young age in church, around 14, singing, performing, and stuff like that. But what really took my notice was in college, you took on PR. Why PR?
So okay, when I got to college, obviously I knew I wanted to do music because I was doing it in high school, and I was like, well, what can I go to school for and take and learn from for what I really want to do? Because I know I want to do music. So I was like, oh, let me do like PR because I feel like that will help me learn how to brand myself and do marketing, and I can take what I've learned there and apply it to my music. So I was like, something that's gonna go because I always knew I was gonna do music. I always knew I was gonna
Artists
be
take notes. Artists take
singing.
notes. See, she went to school for PR. I went to
Yeah.
school for marketing. Something
Yeah.
I feel so we understand before we give people our money to do it for us. Now, listen, how important was the role of Mello, the producer? Because I see you speak about him a lot in your bios.
Super, super important. There was a video clip that I put up on Instagram, and I was singing and dancing, and he saw it, and he saw something in me, and he basically took me in and started like recording with me and showing me, how to record, how to be an artist. Super, super important. He goes by Pendrick now. He's
Okay.
a writer. He's really amazing. His role in my life was super important, and he's still family to me. So
Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
got it. Yeah.
Let's talk about getting signed to Atlantic Records that happened about what 2 3 years ago, about 2 years maybe.
Yep, yep, yep.
So, from my understanding, you didn't really know it was about to go down because you was getting a lot of hold on, not yet, soon, that kind of thing. So, how did that
You
come
know,
out?
I was working real hard, like just recording, going to events, meeting other artists, just trying to be in the rooms and meeting people. I feel like that helped prepare me for God's timing. And
Got
so I feel like with my A&R, he saw me working and out and about, and he would see me at events. And so, I think it was just all about the timing of
yes.
everything. And the
Um,
timing could be more perfect if you ask me. So
it was your time. That's it. It was your time. So let's get
yeah.
into your music. Let's talk about your upcoming EP. Would you be able to give us the name of it? When it's maybe coming out? Can you give us anything? Who can we expect on
um,
it? Something.
I can't give it to you yet because I'm going to give it to you soon.
Okay. Okay.
But stay tuned. I got some surprises coming between
Got
next week and the week after that. So you might, get the name then, but I can't tell you just yet. But
it.
what I will say is stream ecstasy.
Got it. Got
Stream
it. Okay.
ecstasy.
Okay.
Um, I
Okay.
got some surprises coming.
So I'm
So
gonna
just
flip the question on you to see you could get a little something. What artist that you would like to collaborate that you haven't done you it yet? Hmm. That might
I,
help
I know
us a little bit. Like
I know
what
the
I'm
I know the answer. Who I would want to collaborate with that I haven't yet.
saying?
Missy Elliott. I
Okay.
really collaborate with Missy Elliott and Pharrell.
Okay.
Um, and my dream collaborations like Missy, Pharrell, Beyonce, Rihanna, and
Yeah.
SZA. SZA is so dope. I
Okay.
would love to do
Okay.
SZA.
I definitely see you guys working together. Okay. So, what are some things that you want people to know about you or feel about you when they listen to your music? You know, I already talked about how fun you are and all that, but what do you want to, what's your story?
So my takeaway and who Ayanis is, I originally come from a small city. I come from the country. I was born in Texas, and then I moved to Warner Robins, and then I moved to Atlanta when my dad
Okay.
retired in the military. But so I feel like the take on the music is from a perspective of a country girl who moved and lived in the city. So it's the Southern, it's like the Southern belle that also, can have fun and get a little ratchet. But
Gotcha.
it's like a balance between the two. And it's just really real. It's what every woman, girl, grows through. So
Got it.
yeah, this new music and this project for me was just about, you know, going into my womanhood and going from being just a young girl to a woman.
Got
So, it's some relatable stuff in there.
it.
It's some, it's some good stuff in there. I'm excited and it's fun. I'm always, because that's my personality. I'm a balance between vulnerability and fun. Like my R&B is rhythm and blues. So, yeah.
Got it. We can tell definitely by following you on Instagram. If you're not following her, follow her right now. Right. So listen, now let's talk about little boy, big talk. Shout out to Queen Naija on the original, but we
Shout
can
out
get
to
into the
Queen.
yeah,
I love her.
but we can get into the remix. How did that come about with Jack Harlow and the beat and like it was crazy. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the
Thank
I'm playing on the
you.
radio right now. So yeah, let's talk about that.
First of all, shout out to Queen and shout out to Jack because me and him actually have the same engineer. Shout
Okay.
out to Nikki.
Nice.
Nikki is our engineer. And we record in the same studio. So
Got it.
it's like we've seen each other all the time. And so when I did Little Boy Big Talk, I was like, I think a remix would be dope with a male perspective on it.
Yeah.
So my team and his team basically got together and was like, yo, I think it would be dope if, you could be
Make this happen.
the male perspective. Yeah. And then I feel like the production was flipped on the remix. It was perfect for Jack. It had that bounce,
Yes.
that vibe that he could, rap over. So I just feel like it came perfectly together. Cause to me, it has like a skating rink vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it reminds me of Through the Night by Jack.
I feel
And yeah. So I thought it was perfect. It really was. He floated on it and I was happy. So,
okay.
yeah.
Now let's talk about your other single, Ecstasy. Why Ecstasy? And explain the record to us. And when is the video coming out? Because the fellas are waiting for the video. Yeah, and some of the ladies too.
Fellas and the ladies. So Ecstasy is, again, I'm living in this world of, I feel like a part of becoming a woman, from a girl to a woman, is, stepping into your confidence sensually or just all around, whatever makes you confident. And this song, that's what it was for me, is about me taking control and me being the one to say, hey, I feel sexy, I feel good, I could be your fantasy when I'm with you. So yeah, Ecstasy is a special song. Shout out to Prince Charles, who we wrote.
Dope record. And I'm definitely adding it to my Pandora playlist as soon as we get off of this interview.
You got to play it for your
So
for your
I'm gonna
your
follow
lady friend.
that question with, because I think it's a good time to ask now. Are you single or are you dating?
Oh, that's a I'm not gonna answer that. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen. Once we put it out there, so at that, listen, by the time we put it out there, if you still with somebody or whatever, by that time they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it.
I'm being silly. No, I'm single. I'm single.
Single,
Yeah.
and so you're dating somewhat. You're like, I'm not gonna answer that one yet. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay.
But
Okay. So,
No.
'cause my other question was gonna be, how is it dating during this whole COVID situation? But since you're not gonna answer that, then we're just gonna move forward. What have you learned about yourself during COVID?
Um, well, I would say COVID really taught me to, for one, be patient. And for two, just take your time. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying? Things are not a rush. And also just on a human level to just be grateful for life.
be grateful.
Because, so much has happened in the last few months. And, I just find myself, which I already was doing, calling family members, friends, and just saying, I love you, just because, life is short. And yeah, just being grateful for everything. I have so much great things happening for me, and I just always like to be grateful and thankful. So
Okay.
just gratitude, really. Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for your time. And before we go, can you introduce your song "Ecstasy"?
All right. So what's up, everybody? This is Ayanis, and this is my new single, Ecstasy.
There you have Giannis, "Ecstasy," the Executive Suite.